Yo, what up? It's Poker NEACE. And the reason I keep my cards so close to my chest is so that peeping Timos can't see my holdings or my content. So you better hit that like button. And you better hit that sub button. And you better not be messing with Poker NEACE when he's on the button, because I'd be stacking chips and sinking ships.
Preseason preview. Let's start with this. Shouts out to my editor compiling some stuff. I'm gonna look over here. We're gonna do this together as per usual. I'm gonna really focus up on this. I'm running a little late on stream today, but it's worth, because I think we need to have this content out. Take some time to actually like read this and actually like try to piece it together. Preseason 2022 is almost here. In case you missed it, we've been discussing our plans since earlier this year to prepare you for the changes that are coming. So preseason 2022 will be on PBE starting today for an extended period of time, 4 weeks, to make sure we get all the feedback and testing from you before going live with the final sets of changes in November. For an easy reference, check out all the major changes coming to League of Legends below. And yes, I will be going on the PBE as well, just dropping in just to check out some of these items. Dragons. So we get new dragons, which we talked about. Those are the things that are going to be like a big significant change. I do want to remind you guys that while dragons are cool, they are very rare. Soul points rarely happen in your games. All right. And when they happen, the game's probably already fucked. So while this is very exciting, it is very rare. Okay. It's very, very rare, and it's not going to impact mini games very often. And the Dragon Soul stuff, while it's cool, is rare. But the standard buff for a Chemtech Drake will give you bonus damage against enemies with more current health than you. Right? So beefy boys, they struggle. Dragon Soul. When a team obtains the Dragon Soul, they receive a buff that grants them a brief second life after they die. Terrain. When the terrain transforms, gas zones emerge. Gas zones camouflage any champion within the zone. Camouflaged enemies are not revealed by regular vision wards, but are revealed by control wards, scryer blooms, and other things that reveal invisible units. All right. Cool. Hextech Drake grants attack speed and ability haste to the team that delivers the killing blow. Ability haste and attack speed per stack. When a team obtains the Hextech Dragon Soul, they gain a unique ability that adds a chain lightning slow, like Static Shift, old Static Shift. Terrain will give you little gates that transform champions across the map. They're activated with a channel that can be interrupted by stuns or damage before rapidly transporting a player across the map. So again, these are very, like, the terrain will be interesting for sure. Those will be interesting changes that will impact, but the souls, not so much. So don't worry, don't sweat the souls so much, because they're not going to matter. Objective bounties. Objective bounties activate only when a team is sufficiently behind and are highlighted on the minimap for both teams. If a losing team takes an objective with an active bounty, every member of the team receives objective bounty gold split amongst the team. Objective bounties are calculated based on 4 factors: XP lead, gold lead, dragon lead, and turret lead. The base amount of additional gold taken by objective with an active bounty are as follows: Baron Elder 500, Dragon Rift 500, outer turret 250, inner turret 400, base turret 400. As the losing team falls further behind, these base amounts can increase up to an additional 60%. Objective bounties have a 15-second warning period when coming online and a 15-second lingering duration when falling off. This time can be extended if the losing team remains in combat with an active objective bounty. So this is a comeback mechanic, and before people cry, bitch, moan, and complain, you know, I bitch a lot about Riot, but one thing I'm not going to bitch about anymore is comeback mechanics. And the reason why is because the community forces Riot to do this. The community is weak. The community is simple and wants to give up at every bit of difficulty. The community wants to ram champions into one another and spam FF, right? Their hands are tied here, guys. Their hands are tied. What are they supposed to do? The players are driving this more than Riot is. They're literally just going, wow, people are being such babies. Can we make them stop? Is there some way we can make them stop being babies? You can't just ban them, because everybody does it, right? You ban the whole player population. So the objective bounties make sense to me. Maybe it'll incentivize people to not give up as often, which honestly would be for the best. I'm gonna be honest. The ramifications for such a change Well, play scaling champs, because guess what? You're probably going to come back. Play a scaling champ and come back now, because you're going to get that extra gold. So let's talk about some items. Crown of the Shattered Queen, 70 ability power, 250 health, 600 mana, 20 ability haste. You are safeguarded, reducing incoming damage by 50%. Safeguard persists for 1.5 seconds after taking champion damage. While safeguarded, gain ability power. Regain safeguard if you haven't taken damage for 40 seconds. So it's like a reverse Banshees. Mythic passive, move speed and 50 health. Basically what this is to make control mages better, which they need to be because they're relegated to the support role right now all the fucking time. Right? What a joke. So of course they need some sort of shield item to keep them alive. This is for the Zerefs and the Luxes of the world that get big and have to worry about never leaving tower. It's going to allow them to actually move for once, which will be a lot of fun. They'll still die, but it'll be a lot of fun actually not dying instantly. Even Shroud, 200 health, 20 ability haste, 30 armor, 30 magic resist. After immobilizing champions or being immobilized, cause that target and all nearby enemies to repent, increasing the damage they take by 12 for 5 seconds. Wow. That's a very, very powerful tank mythic. That's going to be very, very strong. It's going to make tanks feel strong. I heard a lot about Singed being good in this one, and he's looking like that's gonna be that's gonna be a powerful one. I could see tanks getting a lot of value out of this, and you can kind of see the direction, because tank mythics have basically been just buy a bombies. All right, buy another bombies. It's very lame, so I don't blame them for doing this. Frostfire Gauntlet. 350 health, 25 armor, 25 magic resist, 20 ability haste. Immolate. Taking or dealing damage causes you to begin dealing 12 plus 1% bonus magic damage per second to nearby enemies. Increases 25% against minions and 150% against jungle monsters for 3 seconds. Simple enough. Snowbind. Attacks create a frost field. Deal magic damage to all enemies in the area. Slow. Grants all legendary items health and size, which is the same thing. Chem Tank gives you move speed, refuel, moving and dealing damage, fills up the Chem Tank at 100 stacks. Your next basic attack deals magic damage to all nearby enemies. Increased to minions and or increased by 25% against minions and 175 against jungle monsters. Grants all legendary items 5 ability haste and 50 health. Winter's Approach, and this is Chem Tank. Winter's Approach, 400 health, 500 mana, 15 ability haste. Gain bonus health equal to 8% mana. Strike a target with an ability or attack to consume a charge and gain 3 bonus mana. Doubled if the target is a champion. Grants a maximum 360 mana, which at point transforms. Okay. So this is a mana stacking health item. Interesting. So a tank item for mana. So gain bonus health equal to your mana. Wow, that's going to be fucking weird on Rise again. Everlasting. Immobilizing or slowing, melee only. Oh, melee only. A champion that consumes 3% of the current mana and grants a shield, absorbing damage. So a bunch of tanks are going to love this again. I don't know who yet, but I could imagine a lot of situations with tanks just trying this out. I'm trying to visualize Singed again. Just literally any tank. Throw any tank on this. Any tank that struggles with mana. I'm imagining Maokai actually for some reason. Why wouldn't it work? That's gonna be weird. That's gonna be very weird. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of theory craft on that one. Axiom Arc. 55 attack damage, 10 lethality. Oh, someone said Nunu. That's cool. Yeah. 25 ability haste. Whenever a champion dies within 3 seconds of having damaged them, refund 25% of your ultimate abilities cooldown. Yeah, I'm good. This needs to go fuck itself, right? You go fuck yourself with that. I think I'm good with watching Zed. That's absolutely stupid. That is fucking... I knew when I heard this fucking item, I knew that this is going to be absolutely stupid. This is absolute ass. Whenever a champion dies within 3 seconds of having damaged them, refund 25% of your ultimate ability's cooldown. Throw it on Pantheon. Have him just ult around the map. Just have Pantheon ult on bot lane, get all of his ults back, and ult back to mid to catch the wave. Why the fuck not? I'm testing that. Patrick, thanks for being a sub. This is absolutely silly. What a silly joke. Rengar, Kha'Zix. Oh my god, shoot me now. Can I ban an item in champ select? Talon. Kiana. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's gonna be awful. Shadow Flame. 80 ability power, 250 health. Damage to champions benefits from 10 to 20 magic pen based on target's current health. Gain the max penetration of target was recently affected by shields. Max value at 1,000 or less health. Min value at 2,500 or more health. So this is more of the AP Bruiser. And if they don't, honestly, AP Bruiser has never been a thing. They've never hit the mark on it, and they're trying again with this shit. More AP Bruisers and fighters. It's just gonna be, honestly, with the exception of like who do we have that are like AP Bruisers? Gwen, Mordekaiser. Yeah, I mean all of these. I feel like there's a reason that they're not balanced. This is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Demonic Embrace was a thing for all of 1 month before, you know what I mean? Cosmic Drive. 60 ability power, 250 health, 30 ability haste and move speed. After damaging champions, gain move speed. Pretty simple. You gain move, yeah, it's the same thing. Horizon Focus now includes slows to trigger Horizon Focus. Rylai's Scepter also works, so changing the item up a bit. Demonic Embrace. Healing ability damage burns enemies. Convert 2% of your bonus health to ability power. Seraph's Embrace, 80 ability power, 860 mana, 250 health. Gain ability haste equal to 1.3% bonus mana. Restore health to 40% of the mana spent, up to 25 to 50. 10+% ability power per cast. Toggles can restore the same amount per 1 second. Same old, same old. Force of Nature. 350 health, 70 magic resist, 5% move speed. Taking damage grants a stack of steadfast. Yep. Immobilizing effects grant 2 stacks. While at 6 stacks, take 20% magic damage and gain move speed. Yep, the same vibe. Knight's Vow, 400 health, 10 ability haste, regen. Designated ally who's worth. While you're worthy ally, redirect 10% of the damage they take and heal for 8 if they take. This is all standard. Abyssal Mask. Curse nearby enemy champions, reducing their magic resist. For each cursed enemy, gain 7 magic resist. So this one's different because, and I might have missed some differences here on the items. So right now, enemy champions immobilized increase the damage they take by 15%. This one is reducing their magic resist just by being around them, and you don't have to do anything. Now, I might have missed the mark on going over some of these, but a lot of it looks very samey, at least the identities. And then obviously the new items are what's more interesting. Runes. Lethal Tempo. Gain attack speed for 6 seconds when striking at least one enemy champion with each attack. This effect stacks up to 6 times. Okay. That's definitely Trinimir's jam. While this effect is at its cap, also gain attack range and increase your attack speed cap to 3.0. Is that going to work with melees? That'd be weird. Glacial Augment. Immobilizing an enemy champion will cause 3 glacial rays to emanate from them towards you and other champions, creating frozen zones for a few seconds that slow enemies and reduce their damage against your allies, not including yourself. So it doesn't include yourself. Damaging an enemy champion. This is first strike. Damaging an enemy champion with an attack or ability before they do so. Damaging an enemy champion with an attack or ability before they do so grants 5 gold and first strike, causing your attacks or abilities to deal 12% extra damage against champions and granting 100% of that damage dealt as gold. What? That's the dumbest thing they threw in there. Damaging an enemy champion with an attack or ability before they do so grants 5 gold and first strike, causing your attacks or abilities to deal 12% extra damage against champions and granting 100% of that damage dealt as gold. What? That's stupid. We already had Klepto. This is the dumbest thing in the list. We already had Klepto. How are they gonna just throw that in the bottom? Yeah, that sounds stupid. We had Klepto. They had to remove it because you have fucking Monopoly Jace farming a billion gold in the top lane and you couldn't interact with him. All right, and the last change. Rift Scuttler. That's just terrible, by the way. Rift Scuttler. We believe that the first Rift Scuttler spawn fight is too impactful in deciding the outcome of the early game. I agree. So we're reducing its importance and resolving the encounter more quickly. Now that it's squishier, you and your team can defeat it more easily and, in short, back off to safety sooner. The first Rift Scuttler will now have 35% reduced health, grant 80% reduced XP. 80% reduced? Wow. And has been slightly reduced in size to match its lower value. So, yeah. What do I think? Well, the only way to find out is to PBE test. So, yeah. I would say right now, looking at the items, I think some of the choices that Riot's making with comeback gold and bounties and stuff like that, I think their hands are tied. First strike sounds hideously conceived. I just can't imagine the lack of brain power to even suggest this stupid. I never liked the gold generation stuff. The items themselves, the tank items seem very interesting. The mage item seems deserved. The 8 assassins getting their ult back is just another just terrible. I don't have to play the game to know how that's gonna go. That item is just gonna be out of control on assassins. Assassins always get to run amok with these stupid items in the beginning. And this will be no different. I mean, honestly, ban the item. That item just sounds so broken to me. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine like how I basically envision there being abuse cases that I can't even see yet that are just going to be so obnoxious because of the premise. 25% refund on ult. It's just beyond. That's like Earth mode shit. How dumb. Off a reset. How dumb. Here's my fear. Can I just say this before we close the video down? Here's my honest to God NEACE fear. My fear is that people are going to realize that Riot didn't do anything in the 2 seasons. They didn't change anything at all. And they're going to feel very, very let down in a couple months. Andrew, yeah. Basically, yes. If you get a quadra, you'll have your ult again. Yeah. Yeah, according to that. If they typed it right.